Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of the mini-series that I've got to grow to 20k a month as a coach or creator. Now on this episode, we're going to go deep into the Creatr system and the flywheel system that you can implement into your business to not only build the most leverage in the marketplace possible, but also understand how everything is connected and how ultimately you need to have everything completely up and running and functioning before you can actually see the true results and the true leverage of the system, okay? So make sure to get some notes out, make sure to really, get rid of all distractions, because I think you guys are really gonna love this one. So without further ado, let's jump right in. See ya. So everyone, welcome to episode 2 of the mini-series. Now, without further ado, let's just get right into things. So everything changed for me when I stopped caring about creating content or building a personal brand, but I actually built systems instead. Because a lot of people talk about building a personal brand and all this stuff, and it's like, what does that actually entail? What does that actually mean? And through lots of trial and error and lots of back and forth, I finally developed a system that has been the most effective, working with dozens of clients, dozens of coaches. And we're going to dive deep into this today. Like, we're going to really dissect every element for you guys to really understand, okay? So let's get into just overall, what is this system actually? So as you can tell, it's a flywheel. It's actually going in a circle, right? So let's get into it. So the first thing is a crafted ad. Now, of course, you create organic content and create a crafted ad as well, but the key factor is doing both and not just doing one or the other, because they work in how do you say it? They synergize together, and this builds your audience predictably. The second point is nurturing them with long form and short form content, so Instagram and YouTube content, and then collecting leads on the back end of that, and build your community. Now, when I mean community, I just mean your email list. Of course, I've got a school community that is my lead magnet that I use to also collect emails, but the main thing around the community is your email list. And from there, we've got two ways to monetize. You can sell one-off products and build your customer base, or you can have conversations to get high-ticket clients. Now, the reason why we have two ways of monetizing is because some people might not be completely ready to purchase your high-ticket product just yet, and they need a bit of time. They need to understand what your other products have in store. And if your low-ticket products are extremely valuable, you can capitalize on them and you can convert those into high-ticket clients. Now, just a note for the people that are like, oh, I'm just going to do a bunch of low ticket because I feel more comfortable that way. No, the customers is just purely a mechanism to get high ticket clients. That's it. You're not going to make a lot of money purely through the low ticket. It's just to build that initial trust, okay? So prior to building the Creatr system, my process was a complete mess, right? Delivering to clients constantly where they expected the world from me, always sending cold DMs in order to get clients, which means I was chasing and not attracting. And just a caveat to that, not only that, but it just creates this lack of, like, you have an energy that isn't abundant. You always feel like you're lacking something. You're always chasing something. Like, if you're in a relationship where you always have to chase after the person, you don't feel worthy. You feel like something is off because you're not in this relaxed, abundant, fulfilled, mode. You're in this chasing mode, which keeps you always on edge. And personally, just from the energy alone, it's not gonna create the life that you want. So I also I was dealing with a bloated team in order to fulfill for my clients, because when you do cold DMs, you have to have guarantees and all this stuff, and it's not going to allow you to really, get clients that really align with you and that are not headache clients. I always was being demotivated if my content didn't get views, and I was treating my business like a job and not a purposeful venture that I actually enjoyed. And however, once the flywheel system was in place, it allowed not only myself but my clients to reach 10, 20, even 85k months with a simple low stress method. And again, like I mentioned in the first episode, the truth is everything works. Sending thousands of cold DMs, posting hundreds of times, or spending thousands on ads, but the question is, what method do you want to go to, follow in order to create the lifestyle that you want? And that's why within, Creatr.One, I want all my clients to be autonomy creators. I want them to have purpose, peace, passion, and profit in their business. And for me, this is the simplest and easiest way to get there. And that's why I built the Creatr.4 system, right? Because I wanted to build the most amount of leverage for myself with the least amount of input, and wanted autonomy, the ability to do what I want, when I wanted, and where I wanted, and do it with cool people in the process. So in order to build effectively, and the core big piece of the flywheel model is we want our perfect fit clients to be pre-sold. You don't want them to hop on sales calls not knowing who you are, what you do, and you have to run through the same boring process for every single call. It's just a headache, and it's not going to build that leverage that you want. So I essentially want the content to do the heavy lifting for us to attract the perfect fit clients, and not for us to waste time with non-serious people on sales calls, right? In other words, you're trying to build true leverage. An example is Iman Gaji, right? He created one video that built him the traffic in order to create $20 million from it, just from that one video. And because he leveraged that one video to convert people, we want to kind of emulate the same thing with our personal brands and our coaching business. We're not posting content for the sake of it, but we're doing it to spend 20 minutes creating a video and then, watch that video tons and tons of times and build that leverage. And if we leverage predictable traffic and use that to generate traffic towards this video, we're using our long-form content to pre-sell perfect fit dream clients into our core mission, our values, our beliefs, and our unique mechanism, which I'll get into, right? And I call this, the one niche, because a lot of people are confused on the niche. They're like, okay, what do I go into? And the one niche is basically you teaching your mechanism and providing the outcome. Very simple. And a lot of people box themselves into one thing, provide the same thing that everyone else is providing, and that's why they can't scale. But in order to build this one niche, we need to create a personal connection with our audience by sharing our story, values, and beliefs, right? That's the first element, you, making sure that you bring you into your actual personal brand. And then the mechanism we use to solve our problem, right? For me, it's Creatr.4 system. For my clients, they've got their own unique mechanisms, and this helps them differentiate themselves from everyone else. Because let's say, for example, you're a fitness coach. How many people are fitness coaches? You have to find a different way to do this to get the outcome that makes you unique. And you also have to provide the outcome by getting great results for your clients, right? Obviously, the mechanism needs to make sense and align themselves with a specific outcome. My outcome is helping people become autonomy creators, reach 20K a month profit or more by using a simple system. And you're not boxing yourself into a particular niche that way, but actually creating a niche of your own, which is why it's so powerful. So let's get into the actual specifics of the Creatr.4 system, because that's why you guys are here, right? So first of all, you want to create a crafted ad, right? And this is top of funnel ads plus retargeting ads plus the one system to build the best leverage. Now, don't worry, I'm going to get into that in specific. This is just kind of a summary of what I mentioned at the beginning of the video. So build a consistent lead flow 24/7 that are being educated on your mission, beliefs, and product. Secondly, lead them towards your content, right? Create reality shifting content, changing perspectives on YouTube and Instagram. And for that, we use the S pillars plus the one VSL. You create a short form and long form content to educate and nurture people to solve their problem. Build a community, right? Build a killer email list that acts as a cornerstone to further nurture your audience, plus using the one sequence, and that nurtures them on autopilot. And then finally, you're leveraging the one chat method to have powerful, intentional conversations to quickly and identify your cult fan base of superfans. And like I said, this is that exact thing just summarized. So let's get into the crafted ads. So there's two types of ads we leverage in Creatr.One. There's the awareness ads, which are profile visit ads that gets qualified eyeballs on your Instagram every single day that gets captured and held in your ecosystem using the one system, which I'll get in a second. And these ads grow your following. Second are the conversion ads. Now these are basically retargeting ads, and they retarget your existing following in order to start a conversation using assets. This means people that already know, like, and trust you are being prompted into a conversation with you, because a lot of people follow people, consume their content, and just kind of forget about them. So this is getting them back into the ecosystem, getting them aware back into their problems that they're having and that they need to solve them. And we leverage the one system for that. So that's simply running an ad, connecting them to our Creatr.One app, which does all of the email capture, which does all of the messaging for us, which does does the email marketing for us and does the automations, and we send them to our one VSL. Just to quickly explain what the one VSL is, the one VSL is basically a golden YouTube video, just like the one that Iman has, that nurtures people on the story, the beliefs, and the mechanisms, and also prompts them to work with you if you're a good fit. Okay, so this isn't just a regular YouTube video, but it's a perfectly scripted and manufactured video that takes people into not knowing who you are, into knowing exactly your story and how you can help. Okay, and that's exactly where we're leveraging that in our funnel, right, in our flywheel. So the one system builds your following, email list, your conversations, and your YouTube subscribers completely automatically. Now, a little ninja hack. The reason why we're doing this on YouTube and not like sending them to a landing page is because if you send them to YouTube, if you post a new video the next week and they are on YouTube, what's in their recommendations? Your video. So it's almost like hidden retargeting if they watch your stuff on YouTube, which not a lot of people know. So here's how it works. We launch a series of awareness ads to spark attention on your brand and the problem we solve, and we connect that to a stupid, simple Instagram DM automation in order to capture email subscribers. I wrote automation twice here, but we'll fix that. And, excuse me, people. And then we'll redirect them to our one VSL, which is simply a YouTube video explaining who this can benefit, your story, and how you can help them. Okay? However, in order for your one system to be completely dialed in, your messaging needs to be on point. So obviously, prior to building this, you have to know exactly who you help. So exactly who your ICP is, right? Your unique customer profile. And yeah, I think I said that right? And then just make sure that's really dialed in, because sometimes you just create a video, it's very messy, you don't know exactly who you're helping, who this is for, who this is not for, and it just doesn't get them completely sure that you're the right person for them. So that's why that needs to be super dialed in before you get the one VSL ready, okay? So when it comes to your messaging, who do you help? What is the age, beliefs, values, goals? Most likely this can be a version of your previous self, okay? What is their biggest pain point? What is the roadblock in their life? Who do they want to, why do they want to achieve their goals, right? What is their purpose? What's their reasoning? What's their end destination? So that's really important. Secondly, content, which is the second part of the flywheel, right? The second part is you need to create a core piece of content that does all the lifting for you. Exactly, right? The one VSL. And again, the reasoning behind this is leads get nurtured into who you are, why your system is not or for them, right? And like I said, right, I kind of told this before, it's got a shadow pixel allowing your other videos to get recommended, and we create a familiar place to provide our insights. Because on Instagram, there's only so much time you can speak on your stories, on your reels, because it's only like a minute long. But on YouTube, you can be very uncut, right? You can just put up the camera and start talking, and that builds a very unique connection with your audience outside of Instagram. And of course, it also aligns with the 7-11-4 rule. Search that up if you haven't already, but basically for people to trust us, they need to confirm 7 hours of content, which they can do on YouTube. So here's the structure for the one VSL. And this is mine, by the way, just completely transparency. This was mine, created a new one since then, but 4,500 views, not completely organically, but because I'm driving traffic from Instagram. So here's the structure: hook, belief shift, who is it for, who is it not for, your story, your mechanism, results, and a call to action. Key: make it packed with value and don't hold back, because people buy coaching. They don't buy coaching, they buy coaches, right? So if someone else gives you the exact same value, it doesn't matter, because you've got your unique story and who you are as a person, your vibe, how you speak in front of camera. That's gonna make the difference, okay? Through the one VSL and belief shifting short form content on Instagram, we create a perfect flywheel to constantly nurture our audience. So don't focus on the vanity metrics, but impact instead. A lot of people focus on views and all those things, but in reality, we just need a few people that are completely aligned with what we do watching this, and they become clients. Food for thought: you want to reject with your content more than you attract, which is something that is super big, right? If you're creating content for everyone, you're not going to attract your perfect fit leads that vibe with you. 3, community. People think emails are dead, and I used to think that a lot as well, but emails are a non-distracted place where people can make critical decisions and where people solve problems. On top of that, emails can get 20 to 40% open rates, whereas on socials, only 5% see your content, again, due to all the noise and hundreds of people every person follows, right? If you think about it, how many people are you following right now? 100, 200, 300, thousands? Do you see all of those people's content? No. What does that mean? When you've got thousands of people following you, only maybe 5% see your content again, which means, you might think you've got 10,000 followers, but in reality, you've only got like 500 people that see your content again and again and again. The rest might be new people and so on and so forth. You can see that on your stories quite well, by the way. So in short, email has 20 to 40% open rates, which is way higher than what people see on Instagram. So in Creatr.One, we create a one sequence, which is just a simple automation email sequence to nurture your email subs on who you are, your system, and why you're the best person they can work with, right? So onwards from that, you can send them YouTube vids, case studies, client results, belief shifts, and stories to further nurture that audience, right? And here's a little ninja hack that not many people know about. You can repurpose your emails for story sequences on Instagram to build further rapport. Now, that's shit that you won't hear anyone else saying. Obviously, you need one VSL to, or some lead magnet, like a school community, for example, in order to collect emails, right? In order to have an equal value exchange for people's emails. So share this through content, stories, and ads. Conversations, the most important part, right? This is the fundamental place in order to nurture and convert your perfect fit dream leads into clients, right? Sending DMs and taking sales calls. Whoever is telling you that you can sell in DMs and make tons of money is lying and only applies to 0.01% of coaches. So what I mean by that is a lot of people are telling you, oh, I just sell my package or my coaching in the DMs. Yes, it is possible. I've seen people do it. However, I'm not going to give you watching this video that advice, because it only applies to 0.01% of people that have so much trust and so much results and so much of a abundance of clients that they can do that. So when you're hearing these people saying, oh, I sell all my coaching in the DMs, it's like, yes, because they are like top 0.01% of people. So I don't know. I just think it's really disingenuous when coaches tell you to sell in the DMs when it doesn't apply to most people. So I'm going to tell you right here, if you hate money, sell in the DMs. If you want to close, book sales calls, okay? So, and that's why we use the one chat framework to book sales calls, right? So acknowledge, compliment, ask. I stole this from Alex Hormozi. And we leverage content assets to further nurture those people before they book and to build even more trust. I won't cover how to conduct sales calls in this mini-series because that's a totally different thing, and there's so many other people that are way more experienced than me to kind of learn from. So do that on your own time. My personal style is just to have a casual conversation if I can help them or not and give them as much value I can on the call. If they want to join Creatr.One, that's great. If they don't, that's great too. I'm completely unemotionally tied to the outcome, and you should too. Okay? So I know this was kind of fast, guys, but I gave you guys a ton of insights, a ton of value, and this is the rest of episode 2. So in the next episode, I'm going to dive even deeper. As you can tell on the right here, there's an even deeper, complete breakdown of the flywheel, basically in a kind of streamlined manner for you to look at it and see the exact intricacies as well as AI systems to make sure that you actually get all of this done in rapid speed. And I think it's going to be fucking epic. Okay, so stay tuned for that. I hope this gave you a ton of value. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them below. Otherwise, if you have any questions, DM me on Instagram. I would love to get back to you for your specific situation. If you want to book a call with me and skip the whole series and just get all the information from Creatr.One right away, of course, you can book a call and work with me one-on-one. Other than that, episode 3 is coming, guys, and I'm excited for it. Other than that, see ya.